What's up, YouTube? It's Dave Medic 1. I'm going to be going ahead and doing the follow-up video to the acid etching type of experiment here. Like I said, I mentioned all the details of this tube you see before you. And basically, got this all cleaned out. I'm going to take the Gil Hibben. I'm going to drop it in there like so. Here, let me just double check this real quick. This is a different camera angle, so I want to make sure I got that. So there you go. As you can see, like I said before, the Gil Hibben fits in there just below the thread lines. And we're going to go ahead and pour the acid in there. I'm going to pull it out with pliers. I'm not going to put a string in there to pull it out because it's only a couple inches from the edge. So there we go there. We'll see what happens here. So now, let me set this down to the side. I got the acid etching solution right here, as you can see. I'm going to open her up. I should have probably looked at this earlier before I started this video and kind of cut this open. You know, I should use a knife to pop this open here, but I don't want to do that. If I have any residue acid or whatever on there, see, as you can see there's acid that dripped on there. You may want to use gloves for this. I have some on my finger right now. I'm not feeling any kind of burning sensation or anything like that. I'm going to open that one up, set it to the side. Open this one up here. Cut this open. Like I said, these guys are like 16 ounces a piece. So we do the math. It's like 32 ounces. I'm not exactly sure how much fluid. This is 3 inches in diameter, roughly about 18.5 inches deep. So I don't know how much it's going to take. So here we go. I'm going to pour that in there. I'm going to keep my face away from there. I don't want anything to splash up into my eyes. Burn me up. Holy crap, this is going to have to be diluted quite a bit. I'm going to probably have to, because this guy's right here. I only bought 2 of these because that's the only thing they had at the store. They only had 2 of them in stock. But I bought more. From what I understand, you can buy this stuff at on Amazon, so in larger quantities than this. So as you can see right now, guys, that it's only filled up halfway, which means I got to come up with 36 ounces. I have, see, now this is where it comes tricky, where you need 2 hands, because I got this other container over here. This container has 20 ounces of water. I'm going to pour that in there like so. And it's getting almost close to the top there. It's about, I would say, I've got 4 more inches of liquid to fill in there. So what I'm going to do is I've got to haul ass back into the house real quick and grab some more water. I don't have anything in here. I didn't think it was going to be that much, so hold on. I'm going to set this off to the side. It's leaning against my tool chest. Hopefully when I close the door it doesn't fall over and acid etch the whole shit out of my damn shop. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Alright folks, I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't edit my videos, so this is all. Alright, so I put in 20 ounces of fluid. So we've got 36 ounces of the acid, 20 ounces of water in there so far. I'm going to go ahead and pour that's about, I would say, so we've got, I'd say about 30, it's about, it's a little less than half and half mixture in there so far. This acid etching fluid, it's got kind of an orange tint to it, kind of a yellowish brownish tint to it. So what I'm going to do now that I've got this in here like so, I'm kind of concerned that I did have to dilute it that much. As far as the cylinder goes, it looks like it's holding the fluid. There's no leaks or anything there. I wasn't really too concerned about it. So the cylinder seems to be holding up fine. This PVC is supposed to be resistant to the acid, so there we go. So basically, I'd say I've got 36 ounces of acid, which is 2 of these bottles, which I just dropped here. So 2 of these, 32 ounces, and then we've got about, I would say, 31. It's like a half and half mixture. So I'm hoping that that will be enough. Worst case scenario is I'll just have to leave it in there for longer. So I've got this lid closed. I'm gonna finger tighten it. I don't want to tighten it too tight because I don't know if the chemical reaction is going to cause any kind of gaseous stuff going on there, and it'll create pressure in there, causing this to be a pain in the ass to open later. But I am gonna go ahead and swish it back and forth. Even the cap being finger tight, I'm not really noticing too much leaking out of there. There is some stuff leaking out of there. That's why, if you're concerned, wear rubber gloves. Me, I'm not too concerned about it, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to shake it up here. Hopefully, that's going to mix up the acid etching material, or the acid that's in there enough. Like I said, I'm hoping that the water doesn't dilute it. As you can see, there's like yellow acid etching fluid on the side there. I got some on my arm. I'm not feeling any kind of burning sensation whatsoever. It just feels like plain water on my hand, so it's not that acidic where you're going to sit there and, you know, flesh is going to start falling off your arms or anything like that. But there you go. The time right now, it's about 11:28 my time. So I'm going to go ahead and check up on this in 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to pull it out and check it out, and then to see how far along the acid is. If I need to leave it for another, I'm going to do it 15-minute increments. And I imagine, even though I did dilute this solution, here, that it's just, if it's too diluted, all it's going to take is time. I'm just going to leave it in there for longer, and I'm going to see what happens. And I'm going to write this, you know, I'm going to let you guys know what's going on. That way, if you go into your own experiments with that, you can figure out. You know, I'm trying to get as much information to you guys about this in case you want to maybe venture into doing something like this. You can see that tube doesn't seal too good. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm just going to have it leaned up. I'm going to sit it down like so, and let the acid do its thing. And we'll see what happens. I got all kinds of diluted acid stuff on my hands here. But like I said, it doesn't burn your hands too much. So we'll see what happens there. Unfortunately, I didn't put any Sharpie or anything on the edge. So I'm probably going to have to do some resharpening to the edge, because I doubt it's going to hold its. I doubt it's going to be sharp when it's done with the acid treatment there. But whatever. So far, to give you an idea, here's the razor blade. Let me see if I can get that into focus for you. Sorry. Right now, that acid dropped on this razor blade, and it's already darkened it up, and this is just the raw acid on there. And that darkened the crap out of it in like 2 seconds. Meanwhile, these razors, they do, when you get them in the pack, they do come oily. So you can see that basically here or around the edge right there, that oil is probably worn away from me using this razor to cut stuff up. And up here, the oil residue kind of repelled the acid from doing what it usually does. So it darkened this up in a matter of probably 2 minutes just sitting down there before it actually dried. So, so seeing that, I'm not too really I'm not too concerned as far as diluting it. I think it will do what it needs to do. And to tell you the truth, if I have to wait longer for my results, then I'm happier, because that way I can control the intensity that the acid reacts to the metal. So, you know, not too bad. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and let it sit for 15 minutes. I'm going to pull it out. If in 15 minutes it gets to where it needs to go, I'll go ahead and videotape the results of that and then let you guys know what's going on. So I appreciate you guys watching and staying tuned. This is a learning experience for myself, so you know, I don't expect any kind of super grand results or anything like this. It's just me trying to learn this stuff, just like you guys would if you were going to experiment with home. I just want to document it that way. You know, if I make any mistakes or whatever, then you guys know what not to do. If it turns out perfect, I'm detailing this enough so you can do it yourself at home. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll post another video showing the results. Peace.